gonna encourage people to like, hey, women, you're only gonna talk to a man who can pay all your bills, then they gotta share the 20% of niggas that can.
The birth rate is going down because everybody's
80%.
working.
No,
it's less than 20% of men who can sit here and afford to pay all the bills.
It's going down. It's going down because everybody's working.
Yeah, like that's not.
I think it's going down because everybody can't afford.
Everybody's working.
After they come home from work, their money doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, the cost of living itself is actually
like think of it like back in the day, like one man could work at a factory,
feed his whole family,
and feed his whole family.
Kids are in college, everything.
But again, that's a real
SpongeBob shit.
That's all relative to where you are. You can live in Wyoming off $70,000 and live very nicely.
But how
but
that was like another argument. Like when I was debating this guy online, because he was saying like, oh,
what are you talking about? Yo, you can live off $70,000 in a city like Wyoming. In Wyoming, you can
but
do
what's
that.
the minimum wage there? What's the average income there?
I don't know, but it doesn't cost $9 for butter.
You can go to Thailand.
No, I'm talking about North America. I'm talking about North America.
But to live in Wyoming off $70,000. How do you make
a nigga can flex?
Likely the average income in Wyoming would probably be less than 70.
You can get a trucker job.
The average personal income for men in Wyoming is approximately $76,000 annually. This figure represents the average male earning across the state.
What's the cost of living compared to that?
I think you guys are all missing the point when you're getting hella technical. You're missing the point. I'm saying you don't need to live fucking in Manhattan with your girl and eat and drink $15 smoothies every day, when you can live a normal, regular life in the burbs in the middle of America with no pressure to fucking wear a Dior bag every 3 seconds. If people get fucking unrealistic expectations,
even without that,
you can do that.
66 bands.
There's white bitches that live at home and just raise the kids while the man's at a regular construction job, a regular trucker job, and they got a house.
Depending on what kind of construction you do in trucking, niggas make like $100K a year.
Yeah, and but he's paying all the bills.
Yeah, but we're talking about niggas that make 66. You just added $34,000 extra dollars.
So even the 75, you could do that over there.
Well, the cost of living in Wyoming is cheaper. It says housing costs are notably favorable.
On the median. You had to Google that. You thought the fucking cost of Wyoming is the same as New York?
Well,
that's what niggas Google.
So
we read it out loud.
How sustainable is it for everybody who lives in a major city to move to like a place like Wyoming?
Yeah, you didn't need to double check stats to know that it's cheaper to live in Wyoming than New York City.
So I did check for my own interest.
I know you did it just to do it. I guess there's anywhere in Canada. Be a traditional nigga. Anywhere in Canada except Toronto and Vancouver and Montreal is going to cost less.
Regardless, reverting back to your initial question, I think to simply coin a man and his manhood, that only is dollar value. Like, I'm correlating this to your dollar amount, and if you can't provide for everything, I think it's a little farce, because I think it's there's a little bit of a disconnect between the average experience that people are experiencing in society, especially living here, and
versus your anecdotal experience
and the expectation that's kind of on the internet.
Yeah, I also feel like if that woman's already paying her own rent, and you got together with a man, you guys split it, it would only benefit the two of you. You're not better off to stay at home and pay 100% of the bills than to link up with a man and pay 50%. I just don't think you're better off.
No, that doesn't make sense. And then even when you look at it, bro, the way we've do relationships and the way we socialize has changed dramatically on the basis of our economy, bro. Like, traditionally, all their parents or parents of immigrants who came here in the 70s, your grandparents or my grandparents came here, right? They needed each other to survive. My grandma had to take up work as well as my grandfather. And that didn't make him any less of a man, In fact, I think it was a lot more normalized. These overshot expectations of what the gender roles are have only really come into conversation in recent years. With the red pill, with the internet, nigga. But
my grandma had 13 kids and didn't work a day in her life.
Yeah, she had a good life.
Shout out to my grandpa. Nigga put pants on every morning. Went to work.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm not taking no credit away from that, but I'm just saying on the basis of survival, sometimes it's a little much to just put all the expectation on the average man. Now, I think in order to what you're saying is qualities of a high performing or an exemplary man in society. And I think
I'm not, because I just gave you the Wyoming example.
Okay, nigga, we're not in Wyoming, nigga. We're here.
Yeah. No, you can be talking about nigga. You're here. I'm saying there's other examples.
I get it.
Your tone's unnecessary. I'm saying there's other examples.
That is insane. The way you've been talking to everybody.
I don't even know who you are. I didn't even want to do this podcast. I don't know who you are. You want to be real? You want to really be real? I hit this nigga. I say, who the fuck is this girl?
that?
Why are we doing this?
What are you talking
I'm
about?
talking to him about that.
And I'm a part of the panel, so I'm going to speak.
Wyoming is different than like Manhattan. So there is a big difference. I'm saying it's possible to live a life where you don't have to have the pressure of paying 100% of a third largest city in the world bills.
Yeah,
it's possible.
So what if you're born here though, right? A lot of people just don't take up or have the resources to just take up and leave.
My dad. So your immigrant parents, your immigrant dudes,
what am I talking
they
about?
had resources when they left?
Not saying that. I'm asking.
Because we're making excuses for the niggas in this generation is what I'm trying to say.
I don't think I'm making an excuse.
We're just working with what we got.
Yeah.
Like, you know
I just don't think.
If my dudes working with what we got, they'd have a zinc fence.
I ain't even trying to hear all that other shit.
Yeah.
We just working with what we got. So like if you want to be the provider and do all that shit, my nigga, that's on you. But we live it over here where it's 66 bands a year. We got to do the best we can. If a shorty ain't trying to help, fuck it. We live how we live. You want to be the guy that takes 100%, that's on you.
But
and
see, even that, when I'm saying 100% of the bills, Shorty's money isn't going to herself. It's going to other shit.
Hopefully.
Stuff that helps the house. She's building the inside of the house when you're taking care of it. That's what I'm trying to say.
But hopefully,
how much more? How
you're
much
acting like she's gonna take her money and just sit on it.
Most girls might. You know what I'm saying?
But one, if she's staying at home, what income is she generating?
You can have money from before, or you can just get a side job, like a small job. Like
she's not staying home.
She's not doing a 9 to 5 where she's pressured to work. She can go to a weekend job. She can get a weekend job.
Okay, but then if
she's paying for like supplies, like the house shit, yeah.
But like if all the major like responsibilities have already been taken care of, then there's not really much financial burden on her.
So if I pay all the actual bills, like the mortgage, because I don't do rent. Sorry, mortgage. We get the light bill, we get the water bill. Those are taken care of. Who bought the food in the house? Who bought the tissue paper and the toilet paper? I didn't buy that.
It'd probably be you.
I didn't buy that. Who bought the pillows and the fucking design and the candles that make the house smell good? She take care of that shit.
That's not nearly as that would be like 10% of like
that's a budget.
The grocery bill's a bill.
That's a budget.
Comparatively, like, because I'm even thinking like, bro, I pay my own bills. Like the things that you mentioned are very small in comparison to when I have to pay my rent, my utilities,
but it helps.
My car insurance, like.
Those are the extras you're talking about.
Yeah, those like the groceries and stuff like that.
That's
would
a bill.
Like,
you need to do that like every week or every month.